Hey, we're starting our last lesson for this week. Seems like a long week of not really going anywhere. Okay, so parallel lines and proportional parts. So now we have to do with parallelity. I don't think that's a word. About parallel lines. So if a line is parallel to one side of a triangle and intersects the other two sides, then it divides the sides into segments that are proportional. Then it divides the sides into two of proportional lengths. So BE is parallel to CD, then AB to BC, that means AE goes with ED. Okay, then they would be proportional, cross multiply, and they would be equal. So here's that converse of that. It says if a line intersects two sides of a triangle and separates the sides into proportional, separates the sides into proportional corresponding segments, then the line is parallel to the third side of the triangle. So AE and EB would go with CD and then DB. Therefore, AC would be parallel to ED. Okay? Mid-segment. Obviously, that's going to be the center. A segment with endpoints that are midpoints. So, triangle mid-segment theorem. A mid-segment of a triangle is parallel to one side of the triangle, and its length is 1/2 the length of that side. So we need to know that. So FG is equal to 2 times JK, or you could go the other way. You could divide this one by 2. So if JK are midpoints of FH and HG respectively, then JK is parallel to FG, and JK is 1/2 of FG. So either or. Okay. Next, if 3 or more parallel lines intersect two transversals. It looks like a mess, doesn't it? Then they cut off the transversals proportionally. Okay. So if AE is parallel to BF and BF is equal to is parallel to CG, then AB to BC would go with EF and FG. Just those matching sides. Okay. So that's going to give us these clues in order to solve this mess. All right, it's not a mess. The congruent parts of parallel lines, where are you? Right there. So if 3 or more parallel lines cut off congruent segments on one transversal, then the cutoff of congruent segments then it'll do it on every transversal. So A to E is parallel to BF, is parallel to CG, then A to B is congruent to B to C. EF would be the same as F to G. Congruent segments, okay, like that. These are not necessarily the same as those, but so we'll mark them twice. Okay, so let's see this in action. So, it says RT is parallel to VU. SV, they're all labeled. Find SU. Okay, that's easy. So I'm just going to say 8 to 12. Corresponding to 8 was 3. Corresponding to 12 is x. Cross multiply. What is that? 3 times 12 is 36. Equals 8x. Divide by 8. So x equals 4.5. Again, you could have set this up separately or differently and still got that same answer. So whatever makes sense to you. This one. Okay, this one we have to label. So D to H is 18. H to E is 36. D to G is half of GF of this. Determine whether these are parallel. Explain. Okay. So this to this, is this half of? So is 18 over 36 simplified to 1/2? Yes. Therefore, you can say it is. So, parallel. That was easy. Let's try this one. I keep thinking something's going to happen here. So DE, in the figure DE, okay, and EF are mid of triangle ABC. So this is mid section. That's 87. Okay, DE. So this goes all the way DE. This is going all the way. So if this is 87, this one's got to be 87. This one's 5. So A to B. So if this is midsection, this and this should be the same. It's hard to say. I mean, you can't really see that. But if this is a midsection, then these would be the same. These two are the same. So this is 5. This is 5. So A to B would equal 10. Where's F to E? Okay, so this whole thing, this is a midsection, right? So this is 9. This is 9. What am I trying to find? F to E would also be 9. Okay. A, F, E. Oh, I already did it. Because parallel, this and this is like the transversal, so that's also going to be 87 degrees. Don't you wish your assignments were always this easy? All right, so we've got another one over here. More practice, which is probably good. So in the figure, larch, maple, nuthatch streets are parallel. So these are all parallel. The figure shows the distance in between city blocks. Find X. I don't think yours says that. Find X. Now, well, can't we just do 26 over X is equal to 13 to 16 and cross multiply? Yes. 26 clear on 26 times 16 is equal to 416. I'm going to write it out. And then 13 times X. Divide by 13. And X is equal to 32. Okay, find the values of x and y. So I am going to set these up. First of all, these are going to be equal to each other. So let's do that because they got this little hash thing. So I can never, half the time you probably can't see what I'm doing. So 3x minus 7 is equal to x plus 5. So 2x equals 12, x equals 6. That one was easy. And then the other one, they're going to be equal to each other but different values. So 9y minus 2 is equal to 6y plus 4. Because of those parallel lines and cutting them by transversals. You've got the 3 that are cutting. Okay. So if these are equal, then these will be equal, is what it's trying to say. Minus 6y, so 3y plus 2 equals 6. Y is equal to 2. Done. All right, nicely done. All right, on to